Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning on this 04.25.2022. Current time is 05:31 a.m. Eastern Time, right here in upstate New York. That'd be the southern tier of upstate New York where I live and reside this Monday morning. We're the start of a new week. And good morning, Lady Cat. Good morning, Erica. How are we doing? We're getting our day started here. We do have the morning coffee. Where the heck are all those? Let me see. What the hell's going on over here? Let me get this stuff here. What is that? Good morning. How are we all doing as far as that goes? And yes, we do have the morning coffee right here. Right here. And we are starting a new week here. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I had a pretty good one. Pretty a little sort of laid back. Started out, I had an extra day there. I took off Friday. Had some things to take care of. Got my new router box. Router's working quite well. As I did one, what is it? Lord of the Rings online broadcast Saturday. Yesterday was the birth date for Lord of the Rings online. It's 15 years old. I've been with the game for 15 years. I love coffee first thing in the morning. Yes, I do too, Erica. Yes, I do. So Lord of the Rings is 15 years. I played it Saturday. I wanted to play it yesterday. I got tied up doing some other stuff. And primarily something I started this weekend. I started the 5th season of watching Better Call Saul, sort of an offshoot of Breaking Bad. And I've seen the first 2 seasons. I don't think I've seen 3 and 4. I'll probably end up starting to rewatch it. So I think the last season's out right now. I haven't watched any of that. So I figured, 5th season is pretty good to go back to. So I started watching that and watched a little football Saturday. Didn't watch any football yesterday, though I was keeping track of the scores. It was no sense in watching. It was one-sided. I think the New Orleans team won against the Tampa Bay team in the USFL. So but other than that, it was a great weekend. Had the solar panels out both Saturday and Sunday, so I got somewhat of a charge. What did I get it up to? I got it up to, paper underneath the thing is squunched. Let me fix that. Let's see what we got there. Yeah, I got it up to 12.43 on the charge, which is about up there around 85%, I think, on the battery. It's charged. So, and good morning, Chris Technician is with us. Chris Technician is here. And Chris created an account on Get Vocal and subscribe. Okay, thank you. Yeah, we did. Oh, that's right. We did do the Get Vocal yesterday with our good friend Ted Hicks, a fellow New Yorker down there in Long Island. Oddly enough, we couldn't hear each other, but when you listen to it on the replay, you can hear the audio. So I don't know if it was just initial him signing up and me being on for a while, and we tried doing the refresh of the browsers as far as that goes, and all that. And Lady Cat said I finally got my capture card for Twitch and YouTube, so I can play my Nintendo Switch and Nintendo. Oh, okay, I saw you playing around with that here on the Twitch there, Erica. Yeah. Now I just need a mic. Yeah, I think you were having a little problem with the audio, though. I did hear the Mario or the Nintendo Mario Brothers game there a little bit. There's some music came out. So we had a little audio problem there with, let's see, did I just drop a frame? Let's see, no drop frame, 0%, but it did the circle on my Surface 3. What can you use on Vocal to go live on there? I don't know what you mean by go live. I was using OBS. OBS works good. So OBS is already proven as far as compared to the other platform, Haps. They couldn't get it going and stuff. So I use OBS. You can use your straight camera stuff, but I've used OBS on it. I was using it yesterday talking to Ted Hicks and stuff. I have gamed on it and stuff like that. But and I like OBS too, Lady Cat. We had fun with that, and I know the reason why they're shutting down apps. You know the reason? No, you got the inside scoop. It the reason they're closing it. So what's the unless you're into that, you know, they created a new platform. Okay, yeah, that's a given. We've been talking about that. It's that we've known that for the last month, Chris, about Reach. It's pretty obvious as far as that goes. Um, and but I was showing the an alternative as far as people over there because I spent a good year over there on Haps, and it's dead. It's no more, and that's what I said in the title for the Get Vocal. And Get Vocal's been around. Okay, they're not going anywhere anytime. Lots left. Well, nobody told me about it. Okay. Um, I think I've said it a couple times in this broadcast about the Reach.me. I think it's pretty obvious. They're going in a different direction, and it's their sandbox. I don't really care for it, but it's their sandbox. So we move on and go on to other things, and it just. But the Get Vocal is it's a solid platform. It's been around for a couple years. It's been just sitting there. I've sort of dusted it off. I like it. It's the odd thing is I was on yesterday. I think it was Tony D. He had a Twitter Spaces, and and stuff. Yeah, Bobby's been on Get Vocal too. Yeah, as far as that goes. But I've mentioned Get Vocal quite a few times here and stuff like that. Bobby's not on it as much as back in the heyday. He's on it along with some other blabbers that are on it and stuff, but they moved on to other things and stuff. Good morning, Tina. Good morning. Glad to see you here. I hope you have the morning coffee. I hope you're doing well. I got the indication last week that you weren't. Are we home or are we in the hospital? Because got an indication there's something was mentioned about your condition there and stuff like that, and I was a little concerned. It's like because me and the missus were talking, and is Bobby Shadow a nerd like us? Bobby Shadow, yeah, he's very astute. He knows a lot. You'd be surprised what Bobby knows. Bobby is very well connected as far as that goes, and. Oh, you're home. Okay, that's good. Okay, because I got the indication you might be back at the hospital again. You're talking about your situation there and stuff like that, which I don't want to really mention here, unless you do. But it's good to know that you're home and you're doing well and stuff like that. So just there was a little couple comments or I don't know if I saw it in Randy W. Horton's broadcast or something like that about and stuff like that. So yeah, just me and hey, go to the missus. I said, I'm not sure Tina's home right now. So I was a little concerned. By the way, what do you think? Episode 5 was good. Episode 5 was good. This week, episode 6 will be dropping, and that's the episode I think it's going to really be a kick-ass. So Halo's doing good. But getting back to Get Vocal, it's an option. I dusted it off. It's been around for quite a while. It's solid. It's just a new workflow that you have to work through to start a broadcast. You have to schedule it, and don't get hung up that I have to schedule it. You can go ahead and schedule it, and that sets up your room, and then hit the button, and then just hit the record if you want to record, or else you just have the room and you tweet out the link to the room. There is no invite to that I could see, and I don't recall because everybody was on it. So you'd have a list of people. I was fiddling around where I guess you can make phone calls on it platform to platform on it and stuff like that. So, but I was playing around with Ted Hicks, and I appreciate Ted Hicks. Ted Hicks, great guy. He does a broadcast here on Twitch, and so that was fun. So it's just showing the alternative, and that's going to be Twitch is my mainstay now. Well, it has been as far as that goes since after August 11th there with Haps. Haps, I was on there pretty frequently and stuff. I'm on Twitch now. I've been on Twitch for a number of years, but I'm just using it a lot more here of late, and I really like it. It's great to be here. And how many guests can you have on the beam? 4. It's restricted. It's just like Blab. There's 4, and that's more than enough. You don't need more than 4, because you can do the one person drop down, a person come up. I think that's ideal. That's how it was during the Blab days. It worked quite well. As a novelty, I guess, on Haps that you could get like 8+ people. It's too congested. And Twitter Spaces is like that now, where if you get too many people, the thing about Twitter Spaces, the audio version of talking to people online, is that the person that's running Twitter Spaces has control over everything. So I know there was some talk yesterday in Twitter Spaces about trolls here on Twitch. You have control of them as a broadcaster. You got the ban and block feature. You have features on here, and that's the same case with Twitter Spaces, where if people are respecting, which we had like 6 or 7 people on the mic, but people were letting other people speak. I know that I've seen 1 or 2 where you got to mute or kick somebody, and and that's everybody. When they start, the trolls here are bad. I don't worry about trolls because I have that block button and stuff. So, and I know I'm preaching to the choir, as far as to you, Chris, and Erica, and Tina, and stuff like that. If you report the trolls account, Twitch will take them. Yeah, but I just prefer just to block them and just move on. I don't spend that, because you don't want them to get in your head. Once they're in your head, they win. You want to go on the offensive, block them, and say, get the frick out of here, and then move on, and don't lose any sleep over it. Because it's the same thing as those annoying phone calls. We get phone calls from telemarketing, and if we don't recognize the number, we just don't answer it. It doesn't say you have to answer the phone, even though you want to. Yeah, Tina says right. And as soon as you pick up that phone, they win because you answered that phone. You're responding to no. They say no. Up yours, right there. That's how I feel about it. And if they do too much, then they get a block. I have a number of people blocked, and I never answer. Tina says, yeah, don't answer. It's just it's the same thing as when you're broadcasting here. Lady Cat, yeah, they come back on your stream and act like your account. You just block them again. It's like you block them, but if you get somebody that's on there too many times, it's like, well, maybe it's somebody I'm following. So maybe you got to relook at who you're following and stuff like that. Chris, I want to say thank you for. I got the subscribe to my channel there from Get Vocal. I'll be following you back, and thank you for the likes on the morning. Morning tweets, as well as the one for Lord of the Rings Online. I had fun with Lord of the Rings because the picture was phenomenal, and I think the individual that I had, I didn't know who he was, but I think he's a broadcaster on Lord of the Rings. He said I was dropping frames, and Tina, you were in there, and you said it was viewable, so I could see I was probably dropping, I think it was 0.4%. Okay, so it's less than 1%. So okay, when I was going full screen, I was watching this on the big screen, and man, it looked great. I loved it. It's this new router. It works out real good. I'm able to broadcast at 720p, and I love it. Yes, you were dropping. But you say drop frames to what capacity? If I'm dropping less than 1%, that's still viewable. So that's still a good broadcast compared to where I couldn't even broadcast at 720p. So it's a success if you look at it, Chris. Okay, I watched it on the replay and it was fantastic. So the quality was good. So for the last couple number of years, because the router I had was the original router, so I've had it for well over 20 years, and but with the upgrades that they've been making, as far as that goes, and the thing of it is, the guy says, "Well, you should be, watching it through Twitch on another device," and it says, "I am," and it looks perfect. So I said, "What are you talking about?" And he says, "Oh, so it has to be on his end." That's the impression I got. Yeah, and what holy shit as far as that goes. What's the new router look? Oh, it's just a Spectrum router. I can't even see what it's whatever Spectrum uses and stuff like that on the current thing. I can't see. Oh, is there a make on this? It just says Spectrum on the side, so they're made for Spectrum. So, which the other one was a Spectrum modem too, but it was an outdated one. This one is very very sleek. It stands up vertically, and it's a really really good router. I've noticed it was a little quickness, and as far as that goes. The response on the desktop here and other devices, and other family members haven't really noticed, but I don't think that the speed test, yeah, it's improved. It's just like I don't really need. Why should you do a speed test when you can see the results in real time? Speed tests, there's too much emphasis on speed tests. I want to see what it looks like, okay? Because a speed test is good for that moment. I want to see what it is on the long haul. So I did this 45-minute it was almost an hour, of Lord of the Rings, and from start to finish, when I watched it on the replay on the big screen using the Twitch app on the Google TV, it was flawless. I'm like, wow, this is fucking good. Oh, this is effing great as far as that goes. So I felt like I got a big Christmas present there and stuff like that. So speed test to me is immaterial. Speed test, if I'm going to do a speed test, I'm going to do it when I get the StarNet, if and when I get it. that's when you start doing the speed. Well, for me, I like to test my speed when, to me, I the number, okay, yeah, it shows you and stuff like that, but I like to see the actual results right here. So like I'm monitoring this on my Surface 3, and like I got OBS up, and I'm seeing that it's working great. And let's see, what am I broadcasting here? Oh, okay. I'm at 540p here. Okay, so the 540p is looking fantastic right now. So I could jack this up, but I think next time I do Lord of the Rings, if I get the same quality at 540p, and then supposedly, like I said, I watched a replay. It's only when I went to full screen. I was talking to Tina. I went to full screen. This screen right here on OBS, I could see I was doing a little bit of the max headroom and stuff like that. Watch the language, Rich. You heard the F word. Yeah, it pops out once in a while. You should have heard me back in my day, back in my younger day. It was like every other word, along with everybody I was associated with and stuff like that. So, currently here, let's get to the weather. Currently here, we'll talk to about 20 minutes here. Currently, it's 49 to 51 degrees Fahrenheit. It's nice out. It's warm. I don't even need this. I don't know why. I just feel comfortable in it. Partly cloudy. High is 73 degrees Fahrenheit today. Winds out of the south by southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Sun will be rising at 0610, which is in about 21 minutes. 6:10 a.m. and it'll be setting at 7:58 a.m. We're getting close to 8 o'clock in the evening. The sun rose this morning at 4:07. I saw it over there in the east. That's the east. That way, over out the kitchen window, and that way is the west. And we see it during the morning time and stuff like that, and stuff like that. So, by the way, the weather here. Oh, okay, it's 46 degrees out there in Deming, New Mexico. 46 now with high now 78 for the high. So we got a 73 high. So we got about the same temperatures, temperature wise. But the moon is rising. It's 27. It's waxing, crescent, 27%. It's going to be setting in the west over here at 2:29 p.m. later today. Our thought for the day is, let's see, what's this? Somebody just liked another thing. Thank you. Oh, the Lord of the Rings Adventures. Thank you for the YouTube there. Thank you, Chris. Our thought for the day, as far as that goes, comes from Voltaire. Voltaire. Um, who's Voltaire? Let me get the skinny on him. As far as, let me put that down here. Let's see. And it's something pretty simple, but sometimes we don't realize it. Voltaire is a French writer. Um, I guess France is getting they re-elected their current prime minister. He got re-elected. I heard that, saw that in the news. Francois Maria Aquit, known by his pen name, I guess, Voltaire, was a French enlightened writer, historian, physician, philosopher, and famous for his wit, criticism of Christianity. Well, I don't know about that. But he has a good thought for the day, and it's on the on the line of something to think about. Common sense is not so common, and that's true. Common sense is not so common. And let's see. And Lady Cat says it's 50 degrees out there. I think it's Washington. Yeah, Washington. Let's see. Where the hell? Yeah, Washington State. Lady Cat is from, as far as that goes. Okay, so common sense. You have to have common sense. It's just simple. But for some people, it's not so simple. They don't have. They make more out of it what it is. It's not so common, and stuff like that. And I see that at the day job, as far as the people I work with. Sometimes, you think these people are smart and they know what they're doing, and it's just common sense. And that's what I'm thinking about with the router box. It's just common sense. Get a new box. It opens up the pipe. You're going to get better visibility and stuff like that. So don't make things more complicated. It's nice to get the what's your internet speed and stuff like that. I know Spectrum is solid. It's worth the money at this point in the game because there's nobody else in the other than StarNet. That's the only one. I would if I got StarNet and I know it'd work. I have a coworker that he has it. There's a couple family members had it when we had the power outage. He still had internet because he's beaming up to the satellites there. So so it's just common sense to get a new router. I guess once the missus came back after changing the TV receiver box, that Spectrum said, "Hey, if we change our router, you're going to get better internet," and we got better internet. So that common sense, I've seen it, so I don't need anything else to indicate such that as far as that goes. Let's see, Tina, lots of laughs here. Let's go right into the dinner report and stuff like that. We're at 25 minutes, and we got time and stuff like that. The dinner report. A dinner report is and I heard your dinner report on Randy W. Horton's broadcast. Randy W. Horton is back, recovering from his ship in his short cruise, 12-hour cruise back to Cebu from Mindanao. And I heard you, I can't remember, but I remember you had something there, Chris. So I'm privy to your early dinner report on Randy W. Horton's broadcast, and the dinner report is a Chris Technician original that he brings here to this broadcast. And we like to say, "What did you have for dinner last night?" I'm trying to think. Oh, I know what we had. So let's go ahead and do the dinner report as far as that goes, from our individuals in the. Let's see. Good day, sir. Please confirm receipt. Try reaching me through my WhatsApp. Oh, Edward. There's Edward. Edward just popped up on the Twitter. And there's Bobby Bickner. Happy Monday, friends. Wish you all a beautiful and productive week ahead. Here is a piece of digital art created. Oh, that's pretty. Bobby is putting up some good things. And let's see, Tina comes in with roasted chicken, sweet potatoes, and cauliflower. And Chris Technician comes in. Yeah, this is what he had. Moon. Yeah, I think Bernie from Australia was giving you a little bit of a hard time there, Chris. You're young. You can afford, you can eat this type of food a lot. So You had moon over hammy sandwich with seasoned fries. I love the seasoned fries. And a Dr. Pepper from Denny's. And Lady Cat comes in with a top-notch burger without the bun and a Caesar salad and restaurant at a restaurant. Okay, a top-notch burger without the bun. Doesn't that make it meatloaf then? I'm just kidding. That sounds good. That sounds good. We had sausage sandwiches with roast with cauliflower too, I believe. We had some. What did I have? Breaded. I had some breaded cauliflower, which tasted really good. So there we have the dinner report. Chris Technician original, as far as that goes. And do I have time to read this? Yeah, I do. I'm going to read this because I haven't been reading too many interesting articles. And this has something to do with food. Okra, actually, I think. Is that what it is? Yeah, okra. OKRA. Let's see. Texas researchers use okra to remove microplastics from wastewater. So we always have waste, and one of the wastes we have is water. How do we clean that water? Well, it seems like some Texas researchers found a way using okra. Let's see. Talenton State University researchers have demonstrated that food-grade plant extracts, especially those from okra, have the power to remove microplastics from wastewater. The health effects of ingesting microplastics are unclear, but studies suggest that people unintentionally consume thousands of particles every year, which is a bad thing. They can be released from your clothes in the washing machines and end up in the city water treatment facility. In this typical wastewater treatment process, microplastics are removed from water by adding fluorescent fluorescents or sticky chemicals that attract plastics from large clumps. The clumps then stick to the bottom of the water and can be separated from it. This professor from the endowment, Munson Research Professor of Chemistry at Texas University, and her team have investigated more healthy alternatives to the commonly used fluorescent poly. That's the only thing. When I read about these scientific engineering, I can't pronounce some of these words. It's just I need Google, I guess. Let's see, polyclyramentin. We think that the microplastics by themselves may not be much of a health hazard, but anything they get into, or any type of toxic substance that gets attracted to them, goes inside the body and cause problems, said Associate Professor Dr. So-and-so, the principal investigator of the project. I can't even pronounce his name. These professors have studied the use of food-grade plant extracts as non-toxic items to remove textile-based pollutants from wastewater. I was working on the removal of microorganisms and things like that, and I thought, why not try microplastics? That's the thing. You're working on something. Will it work over for this? So microplastics, they're a real hazard. We have a lot of them out in the ocean with all the plastic that gets dumped out there. So the team of undergraduate and environmental scientists, master studies, tested these extracts from 7 plants: fungric, cactus, aloe vera, okra, and some other ones. The test compounds from the individual plants as well as different combinations. They found that the substance from okra works the best. Paired with some other extract, microplastics could be removed from the ocean water, and okra paired with those from this other substance work best in fresh water samples. So they got a combination going there. Overall, the plastic-based items work better than or as well as the traditional fluorescent polymyldol or something like that. Importantly, the plant-based items can be implemented in existing water treatment process, so you don't have to change the process. The whole treatment method with the non-toxic material uses the same infrastructure. We don't have to build something new to incorporate these materials, so they can be incorporated right in with the existing water treatment systems. This team will continue tailoring and the ratios and combinations to optimize removal of different microplastics types from a variety of water sources. They also plan to scale up the removal process in field studies outside the lab. Ultimately, they hope to commercialize the method and remove microplastics from waters on an industrial scale. The studies and the results, funded by the National Science Foundation and a water development district in Lubbock, Texas, I guess, were presented at a March 2024 spring meeting of the American Chemical Society. So there we have it. A very interesting article. I've talked about microplastics getting into the waters and the oceans, and if we have a way of cleaning them up, that's a good thing. We got existing things that are helping our environment. People they're just not looking. And here he is. We got some scientists. They're taking okra, which grows like weeds wherever they grow it at, and people love eating it. But it can help clean up our water supply, or the wastewater that we produce. So that's a very good thing as far as that goes. And so I got to catch up on my interesting articles because I'm falling a little bit behind. I get so caught up in the HAPS drama and stuff like that, but it's all good. It's always good to hear a good, interesting story, and it gives me faith. Now, for what I know and been told about our water treatment around here, this area is predominantly was big back in the day, IBM, and IBM had some contamination issues. So there are some water recycling wells that this process could probably help remove. We have good water, good clean water. It's probably the cleanest. I remember back in the day that where I grew up, they and I think they still fluoride. They put fluoride in the thing. And Tina says, yes, that's good. Yes, clean water is always good. So people say, oh, these people are trying to do. People, I think, common sense. There we go. Bringing it back to the thought for the day. Common sense is not so common. We got people that complain that say, oh, these people want. On the political side, these people want polluted water. Common sense. No, the average person does not want polluted water. I don't care what your political persuasion is. People that live in this country, the United States of America, we want clean water. Okay? The people that try to make a political hay of it, you're just a distraction and stuff. And here's the result of some scientists. Their political views could be completely opposite of mine, but for the work they're doing, that's good work. That's like the stuff they're doing. That's like 95% of the stuff they're doing is good because it's improving the communities, not just here, but it goes around the world. Because on this what do I call it? This small blue, this big blue marble that we live on. I call it big blue marble. It's actually small. All right, folks. We're at the top of the hour here. So we're going to go ahead and exit stage left. What we got? Oh, we got the boats over there. So I want to say thank you to Erica, Chris, and Tina for being here this morning. For those people on the replay, those three individuals are regular viewers here on the as far as the broadcast, and it is greatly appreciated of them being here and such. And Tina says, thanks, Rich. Ciao. Yes, ciao to you. Have a good Monday. You have a good Monday too, Chris. And bye to you all, Tina says. And as always, Chris comes in with the Bazanga. Bazanga. Have a great day, but make it a Bazanga day, okay? Make it a Bazanga day and enjoy as we start a new week, working towards the weekend once again, folks. And so you all have a great one. Rich Roberts here, at Fireman Rich on Twitter. Okay, this broadcast gets repurposed over there on YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, my Twitter page is at Fireman Rich. And I am also over on Twitter at Fireman Rich. And Erica, you have a good day also. And we'll be talking to you. Tomorrow is audio day, so we'll be doing Anchor Morning Audio. We'll be seeing you back here on the Twitch Wednesday. Okay, so till then, you all have a great one wherever you may be on this big blue marble. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. Thanks a lot, gang. Appreciate it.